On almost any Friday night at Farmhouse Brewery in Owego, New York, owner Marty Matrazzo serves up one of his special creations.
I like the maltiness, I like the hoppiness, I like beer, I like the bubbles. I'm a big fan of the beer.
Regulars enjoy Marty's unique use of New York-grown ingredients like acorn squash, tomato basil, and hot peppers.
And I really like the trestle hard cider.
Farmhouse Brewery is one of about 70 farm breweries in New York State. Very small in size, they're newly licensed under a law encouraging craft brewers to use ingredients grown in New York, a small but fast-growing segment of the state's beer industry.
We're not just a farm brewery in name, we really see ourselves working with the farmers as much as we can.
Farm brewery licenses now require at least 20% of hops and ingredients be homegrown, and within a decade, the New York grown requirement jumps to 90%. Marty and his family are ahead of the game. The malt and hops in their brew are 100% New York.
I can't express how hard our farmers work to grow our ingredients. They work 12 months a year, 24/7.
Those free samples of small batch farm brewed beer are sometimes offered up with good music and fresh produce at the Ithaca Farmers Market, a Saturday tradition among people who want to buy and sell local. Like John Reynolds of Dairy Drake Farm, he says when you keep your products local, your money comes back.
Purchasing whether barley or hops from a farmer or apples from an orchard, they're going to pay their employees. It's going to keep the payroll higher.
If you're looking to buy a beer from a small-scale farm brewery at the store, you probably won't be able to find it, but you can come here to the tasting room. Pour yourself a glass and know that where it's being made isn't too far away.
Down the road from the market, Randy Lacey and his cousin Marty are brewing up a new batch of beer at Hopshire Farm Brewery. They stir bags of New York grain, French, and Canadian barley into hot water. Randy lets me check the temperature.
147.
The sweet liquid from the grains moves to the kettle for boiling, then moves to fermenters to sit for up to 6 weeks. And finally, the beer is placed in coolers until ready to serve. With licensed farm breweries, samples outside the brewery are legal. And so it was for everyone who braved the cold at the recent annual Ithaca Chili Cook-Off.
What can we get you?
Hopshire's popular beers Nirvana and IPA are a big hit.
Delicious.
As local crafted beer becomes more popular than it was nearly 45 years ago, Randy says domestic and craft beer are about as different as coffee and water.
Beverages for different occasions and different people. So people are discovering craft beer, and once you discover it, you really want to explore further and say, what else?
Like their friends at Farmhouse Brewery, small is a better fit.
Love the little brewery. We love that people come in. We love that we serve them beer ourselves, and we see how they like it.
The wall may have a different style. It's the love for homegrown beer that makes them the same.
And it's unique and wonderful. And I'm glad to be part of this community that creates beer that I love.
A community of farmers, brewers, and beer lovers creating a unique local flavor. Lauren Coleman, NCC News.